In this series of 6 Tune Into Tourism webinars, we had lots of practical advice and useful information to help your business to tap into the fast-growing and lucrative wellness tourism market. If you took part in any of the sessions, please click on the link in the post above to take our survey, which will really help us to make future sessions more relevant and useful for your business. Now, as an end of season recap, I have pulled together my 5 top ways for your business to start appealing to the wellness tourist from everything that we've learned across the whole series. Number 1, wellness is everything. From how we eat, to how we move and how we think, to how we take care of ourselves and the planet. Wellness tourism is growing at over twice the rate of tourism overall, so no matter what your tourism business does, there'll be an opportunity for you to tap into this trend. For example, if you're a food and drink business, look at some of the wellness trends like veganism, gut health, low or no alcohol. Could you be adding some of those options onto your menu, ideally locally sourced? See our film with Scott Fraser from thefoodpeople.com for more ideas.
Now, it doesn't just have to be a mocktail. I mean, there's some great things out there. Seedlip is the most famous one, but there are no alcohol vodkas, there's low alcohol gins out there. There's even one called Celtic Soul, which is a bit like a low alcohol whiskey, so it's a brown spirit. So you can use them to make low alcohol, no alcohol cocktails.
Number 2, collaboration was a message we heard again and again in this series. So whether you're an accommodation provider who could work with a local yoga instructor or meditation practitioner, or find a local expert who could take groups on walks to explore local wildlife or find hidden gems in nature. Looking for new products you could create using the resources you already have could really unlock new potential for your business, particularly in the off-season. Webinar 1 has lots of useful information to help you do this.
So maybe
collaboration is central to this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think of the types of things that businesses could do, I mean, taking their existing product, it's just incorporating those messages of wellness in. So, you know, highlighting through their, say, Instagram channels, the wonderful landscape that people can sort of like see themselves immersed in. And you say, that's the type of place that I can go. I can get that emotional connection. And, you know, maybe I can sort of recharge. This is where I can kind of switch off.
Number 3, the Scottish weather is an asset. Our cold, rainy days, particularly in the off-season, don't have to be a barrier to people seeking the benefits of connecting with nature and the outdoors. From the satisfaction that comes from challenging yourself in the elements to the pleasure of returning indoors to a warm fire and some hearty food, the extremes of our weather can actually provide a more fulfilling experience for the wellness tourist. Think about tweaking your marketing to show how your business can offer these experiences. Events such as cycling, wild swimming and running are also on the rise thanks to the wellness trend. And if, for example, you can advertise that you provide the opportunity for people to shower and get changed after an event, or just make participants feel welcome by connecting ahead of time with online communities, you could attract a whole new market. Check out webinar 6 to find out more ways of doing this.
And you get involved with them, then they will become loyal and they will promote for you because
word of mouth, which is such a powerful tool. Yeah.
Particularly in cycling, every Saturday and every Sunday, cycling clubs across Scotland are going out for their 4-hour, 5-hour club ride, and every single cycling club will have 2 or 3 favourite cake stops. That's all cycling is about going for a coffee and going for a cake. And if you provide good facilities for the cyclists, somewhere where 15, 20 bikes can be easily stored for half an hour, where they can get a good coffee, where they can get a good cake, where it's warm on the wet days, or where they can sit out on the sunny days, then they will be loyal and they will come back time and time and time again.
Sustainability just can't be ignored. The wellness tourist in particular cares about the future of the planet, but increasingly the eco-friendly credentials of a business will be key in consumers' decision-making process. You need to make sure you're clearly flagged posting steps you're already taking and see if you could perhaps qualify for a Green Tourism Award, or start taking the steps towards achieving one by going to greentourism.com and taking the Green Check 10-minute quiz. Watch webinar 4 for more practical advice.
Go for some realistic quick wins in there. And what that allows the staff to do is just get a feel for, actually, this isn't that difficult to do that. And also for your consumer you'll start to see from your consumer, they'll start to comment on it, and it will really start to enhance your brand.
Number 5, if you're not accessible, you are missing out. Ensuring your business is accessible and inclusive is another key part of increasing your potential market. 54% of people with access requirements will avoid your business if they can't find accessibility information. So even simply making sure the information they need about your business's accessibility is available on your website could be enough to win new business. Find out how to create an accessibility guide for your business by visiting accessibilityguides.org and watch webinar 5 for lots more information for your business.
The barriers that people face when they are booking, what is it that you're trying to overcome here? What is it the most common ones?
So it's back to that sort of someone sitting at home looking at a website, they're looking for, now it depends on their disability. It could be, for the wheelchair user, they're going to be looking to find out if it's got level access, are there steps up to the front door, is there an alternative route into the front door? Once they get in, are the corridors wide enough? What's the narrowest point in that corridor? Because we might have a radiator that sort of sticks out and then it prevents that wheelchair actually getting through the corridor. Yeah. So there's little bits and pieces around measurements that are actually quite key for the wheelchair user. But then someone with hearing impairment, they might just want to know that someone has an induction loop. So in a theatre, it's really useful to know that they have an induction loop. If someone's travelling with a child that has autism, it's really helpful to know that they have a quiet space or a quiet room. If that child has a bit of a meltdown, they can take and go into that space. So these kind of things are really important. So it's that added information about what you provide, which is why we've developed this access guide tool, and it really helps the business. They don't have to think about the questions. We've done that for them in consultation with the different disability groups.
You can watch all of the webinars in full or see shorter, under 10-minute highlights films if you go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/HIE Communications, and look for the Tune Into Tourism 2019 playlist. And please do help us make future sessions as relevant and useful as possible for you by taking that survey now. Thanks for watching and see you next year for more Tune Into Tourism.